Hi everybody, my name's Jim. This is my Flintknapping station here in San Antonio. I live on the northwest side. And that top box right there is my tools for it. There's some, in the milk crate, some extra grinders and hammer stones, and here's my flakes and stuff. Some glass chunks. These are my Pedernales cookies. You can see they're pretty nice and flat. Some of them are just chunks right down here and there. This one's really thin. It's almost thin enough to make a point right out of it as it is. And this one here, make a really nice knife. It's pretty thin, about a ½ inch or so. There's a piece that was knocked off as a spall by Native Americans. I found it in the river also. It's good enough to make a nice point out of it. And these are my cakes. I call Pedernales cakes. They're bigger, a little thicker, make big blades and knives. Some of them are a little thick. Just have to work at it. Then over here I have some that I'm going to use for making cores out of. Kind of thick, not big enough to really do anything with, because by the time you get it, by the time I get something like that thinned down, it ends up being that big, about that big. That's what I'm saying. I'm not no expert here. Here's some extra big stuff. These are just big slabs that you're kind of anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches thick. Some of them will need heat treating, like this one here. You can see the concrete in it. This one here is going to be pretty nice, but it still is pretty big and pretty thick. This one's going to need heat treating. Back there, the one with the bullseye right there came from an area on the north side in Leon Creek near a paleo site that they got flint from. With that, here's some. I've been using some of the paleo or the Pedernales cakes, and I've been making quarry blanks out of them to see if they have cracks and which ones need to be heat treated and which ones don't. These don't need to be heat treated. This is a real nice piece, as smooth as it can be. This one is too. That's pink junk. And this one here I can't heat treat. It's nice, but it has fossil shells and pockets in it. And if I heat treat it, it'll explode or just go to pieces. I can't use it. And these are some points I've been trying to make. I'm trying to do some stuff paleo style. I work with copper and I'm trying to do some paleo work. They're all right. They're not anything. I mean, yeah, they're not as thin as they could be. But even some of the points I have that I've found are thicker. Some of them are thicker than these are. I don't know if they're actual points or if they're a novice trying to learn how to make points. It's hard to tell. But I like to dwell on or touch on a subject here about points. I hear people using the wrong terminology. They're calling dart points arrowheads. And they're calling arrowhead an arrowhead, or a lot of times they call them bird points. Gentlemen, we need to use the correct terminology. I've had people tell me there's no such that those are bird points. They're not They're not for hunting with. They're hunting animals with. They're hunting birds with those. I don't think so. We need to call a dart point / knife, because some dart points were used as knives, or an arrowhead, not a bird point, or by their correct name, such as Clovis or Folsom or Edwards or something like that, Toya, but not calling a dart point an arrowhead. That's just wrong. Also, I'd like to say thanks to Jim Wynn and Marty Router and Bow Hunter and Freeze Cracked and Flintknapper Jimmy and Paleo Man 52 and a few others that I can't think of right now. I've been using tips from all of them on how to take care of some of my problems that I have when I'm napping. I mean, I don't nap like they do, and they probably don't nap like I do. Nobody naps the same way, I don't think. But you can always get helpful hints and tips from those people. So give them a look-see and see what's going on. Also, I don't believe anybody is an expert myself unless they can, one, make every type of paleo point throughout the world in Abo style, in the Aboriginal style, using Aboriginal tools. Make all the blade cores, Lutrian points, Malsterine, Gravit, anything in the North, South America, everywhere, just anywhere, throughout the world, no matter where, and do it Abo style, or do it the way that the book says that they think it was done. Not something somebody come up with, rocker punch or whatever. Nobody knows anything yet if there's anything like that was used. But if somebody can do that, then I consider them an expert. Or they can be an expert at one point type. Like Dr. Bruce Bradley. I consider him to be an expert at Clovis. He has done studies on it. He has done it. He has worked it out. And he's done that for quite a few years now. I consider him to be an expert at the Clovis point. Now, he may make other nice points from American Indians, but I don't know. I've never seen him make anything like that or seen anything that he's made that way. So that's all I got to say. That's the end of my rant. Y'all have a good evening. Today is March 19th, Thursday, 2015, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow again. Supposed to rain all the rest of this week. So I'm out here trying to do some napping before it does. Have a good one. Later.